This was never meant to be seen. A leaked stage design for Bruno Mars, the romantic tour just surfaced, and what it reveals is actually insane. We're not talking about a normal concert stage. This looks like a full cinematic experience built for stadiums. But here's the part no one expected. There's one moment in this design that could completely change live shows forever, and I'm going to show you exactly what it is. The global live entertainment industry is once again turning its full attention toward Bruno Mars, as new details continue to emerge about the highly anticipated The Romantic Tour, set to launch in April 2026. While much of the early excitement surrounding the tour has focused on a rumored leaked setlist, a second wave of revelations is now generating even deeper intrigue. Insider reports and visual leaks pointing to what may be one of the most ambitious stage designs and cinematic concert concepts of the modern era. If these early glimpses prove accurate, Mars is not simply preparing to perform a series of concerts. He's preparing to redefine what a live music experience can look and feel like in the mid-2020s. Sources close to the production, along with circulating rehearsal footage and design mock-ups, suggest that the conceptual backbone of the tour is built around what insiders are calling a romantic cinema experience. This phrase has quickly gained traction among fans and industry observers, not merely as a marketing slogan but as a genuine description of the show's intended structure. Rather than presenting a linear sequence of songs, the performance is reportedly designed as a fully immersive narrative arc, blending elements of film, theater, and large-scale concert production into a unified storytelling experience. The influence of Mars's latest album, The Romantic, appears to be central to this approach, with its themes of love, heartbreak, nostalgia, and emotional vulnerability serving as the guiding framework for the visual and staging decisions. At the heart of the rumored design is a multi-layered stage architecture that departs significantly from traditional pop concert layouts. According to leaked production schematics, the stage will feature 3 distinct performance tiers, each serving a specific narrative and visual function. The front layer is expected to be reserved for Mars himself, creating an intimate connection between performer and audience despite the massive scale of the venues. This forward positioning allows for direct engagement, particularly during emotionally driven segments of the show, where proximity becomes a key storytelling tool. Behind this, a secondary level is reportedly dedicated to the live band and dancers, maintaining the dynamic energy and choreography that have long been hallmarks of Mars's performances. The third and most visually dominant layer consists of an expansive LED backdrop spanning the width of the stadium, functioning as a cinematic canvas capable of transforming the entire environment in real time. This LED installation, described by insiders as film-grade in ambition, is expected to play a central role in shaping the audience's experience. Unlike standard concert visuals, which often serve as decorative enhancements, the visuals for the Romantic Tour are said to be fully integrated into the narrative flow of the performance. Early descriptions indicate that each song will be accompanied by a unique visual environment, effectively turning every segment of the concert into its own distinct scene. For example, one leaked concept for Risk It All reportedly features a stylized wedding sequence, complete with slow-motion imagery and dramatic lighting shifts that mirror the emotional intensity of the track. In contrast, a performance of Grenade is said to be paired with darker, more abstract visuals, emphasizing themes of heartbreak and emotional turmoil through shadowy color palettes and fragmented imagery. The technical complexity required to execute such transitions in a live setting cannot be overstated. Industry experts note that achieving seamless integration between music, lighting, and high-resolution video at this scale demands not only advanced equipment, but also precise synchronization across multiple production teams. The fact that Mars's team appears to be pursuing this level of detail underscores the artist's long-standing reputation for perfectionism and his commitment to delivering a fully realized artistic vision. Adding another dimension to the stage design is the inclusion of an extended runway that projects outward from the main stage into the audience. This feature, which has become increasingly popular in large-scale tour, is being reimagined here as a key narrative device rather than a simple performance extension. Reports suggest that Mars will use this runway strategically throughout the show, particularly during more intimate songs, to physically bridge the gap between himself and the crowd. The possibility of 360-degree performance moments, where the artist is surrounded by fans on all sides, introduces a level of immediacy and connection that contrasts sharply with the grand, cinematic visuals unfolding behind him. Lighting design is another area where the tour appears to be pushing boundaries. Leaked technical notes indicate a highly dynamic lighting system capable of rapid transitions and intricate synchronization with both the music and the visual content. This includes the use of programmable LED fixtures, high-intensity spotlights, and a range of special effects such as strobe lighting and laser projections. In high-energy segments of the show, particularly those featuring Mars's signature funk and pop hits, the lighting is expected to shift into vibrant, high-contrast modes, amplifying the sense of movement and rhythm. Conversely, during the more introspective portions of the performance, the lighting design reportedly becomes more restrained, relying on softer tones and focused illumination to create a sense of intimacy. Perhaps the most striking element of the leaked design is the integration of pyrotechnics and atmospheric effects. According to multiple sources, the production will incorporate flame jets, controlled bursts of fire, and timed smoke effects to heighten the dramatic impact of key moments within the show. These elements are not being used indiscriminately, but are instead carefully choreographed to align with specific musical and emotional peaks. The result, if executed as planned, could be a series of visually explosive moments that leave a lasting impression on audiences while still maintaining coherence within the broader narrative structure. The thematic segmentation of the concert is another aspect that has drawn significant attention. Based on the available information, the show is expected to be divided into distinct acts, each with its own visual identity and emotional tone. One of the most discussed segments is the so-called romantic act, which appears to serve as the emotional core of the performance. During this portion, the stage design reportedly shifts into warmer color palettes dominated by reds, golds, and soft ambers, while the visual content focuses on imagery associated with love and connection. This segment is likely to feature some of the most emotionally resonant songs from the Romantic, performed with minimal choreography and a greater emphasis on vocal delivery. In contrast, the Funk Party Act represents the high-energy counterpart to this introspective section. Here, the visual and staging elements are said to transform dramatically, embracing brighter colors, faster lighting sequences, and more elaborate choreography. This duality between emotional depth and celebratory energy has long been a defining characteristic of Mars's performances, but the scale and clarity with which it is being executed in this tour appear to represent a significant evolution of that approach. Beyond the technical and artistic elements, there is also a broader industry context to consider. The live music sector has undergone substantial changes in recent years, with increasing competition among major artists to deliver not just concerts but fully immersive experiences. Tours by global superstars have become massive productions, often involving hundreds of crew members and multi-million-dollar budgets. Within this landscape, the pressure to innovate has never been higher. By reportedly embracing a cinematic framework for the Romantic tour, Mars is positioning himself at the forefront of this evolution, potentially setting new standards for what audiences expect from live performances. Fan reactions to the leaked information have been overwhelmingly enthusiastic, with many expressing excitement at the prospect of a concert experience that goes beyond traditional formats. Social media platforms have been flooded with discussions, fan-made visualizations, and speculative analyses, all attempting to piece together what the final show might look like. This level of engagement, even before the tour has officially begun, speaks to the strength of Mars's fanbase and the effectiveness of the current wave of leaks in building anticipation. However, it is important to approach these reports with a degree of caution. As with any large-scale production, details can change during the final stages of preparation, and not all leaked information ultimately reflects the finished product. Mars himself is known for his hands-on involvement in the creative process, often making last-minute adjustments to ensure that every aspect of the performance meets his exacting standards. This means that while the current leaks provide valuable insight, they should not be viewed as definitive. What remains clear, however, is that the Romantic tour is shaping up to be a landmark moment in Bruno Mars's career. By combining cutting-edge technology with a deeply personal artistic vision, the tour has the potential to bridge the gap between spectacle and storytelling in a way that few live performances have achieved. Whether through its multi-layered stage design, its cinematic visual integration, or its carefully structured emotional journey, the production appears to be guided by a singular goal: to create an experience that resonates with audiences on multiple levels. As opening night approaches, the anticipation continues to build, fueled by each new piece of information that emerges. Industry insiders, fans, and critics alike are watching closely, eager to see whether the reality will live up to the growing mythology surrounding the tour. If the leaked designs and concepts are any indication, the answer may very well be yes. In a time when the boundaries between different forms of entertainment are increasingly blurred, Bruno Mars seems poised to deliver a performance that not only meets expectations but fundamentally reshapes them.